And new Cage Titans, 185-pound professional middleweight champion, Sean.
I'm Sean Lally. I like punching people in the face and painting rainbows with my daughter. This morning, I was with crew Mark Delagrati, my head trainer. We were doing some pads, going over some technical stuff. And then I did some flow sparring with a couple guys. We got some good work in, got a nice sweat in.
We always put in the work. And at the end of the day, we're a team. We help each other out. We help each other get better. You know, everybody has fights. It's an individual sport when you fight, but it's a team sport because, you know, you need the bodies, you need the team. You know, teamwork makes the dream work. You know how it goes. Yeah. So it's just everybody helping everybody out and just pushing everybody to get better. He's an exciting fighter, an aggressive fighter, unpredictable fighter, somebody that goes for it, somebody that they want in the UFC, and, you know, somebody they can get behind. And as soon as the fight ends, they'll realize that.
His opponent, I don't know ton about him. I'm sure he's a great guy and all that. But if this guy's going to get by on the fact that he thinks he's a tough hitter and he's a tough guy, I think that's about the dumbest game plan in the world if you're fighting a guy like Sean Lally. I mean, the bottom line is that's Sean Lally's game. Sean Lally's not going to stop. He's going to walk forward. You better fucking put that guy in a body bag if you think you're going to take him out of the fight. Because that's how Lally fights. I mean, shit, his last win was by ripping a dude's arm off. Like, what are you going to do? Intimidate that guy? Like, no. Like, that's how he fights. So if that's, I mean, it's going to be a great fight because you got two guys who want to bang and are both going to be tough. But if you're banking on I hit harder and I'm tough, well, you should probably fight somebody other than Lally. You should win by fucking ripping the arm off again.
I would have, my last opponent, I wanted to take his arm off.
I know.
But the ref stopped me. Like, I wanted to remove it from his body and beat him over the head with it. Beat him over the head with it.
I saw that. I was like, how the fuck?
I'm like, I only get to hit him once after.
That shit. I know. I wanted you to beat his face.
Because, like, even if I know they're unconscious, I'm still going to hit them.
Oh, yeah, you got
Until
it.
the ref stops it. Like, their head bouncing, whatever.
I think there's something wrong with you.
This is the spot. I didn't go through any, like, major cold water training to become a ranger. I didn't do a lot of that, but it's more of a mental thing. The video showed me doing it pretty well, but you know who was really good was Pete. He sat in there for like 10 minutes.
Oh, we didn't see that either.
Yeah, that was off camera, but I think he was in there longer than anyone else. There's like certain breathing techniques that you should do when you're trying to do that cold water stuff. I'd love to get in the cryotherapy.
Have you done that? Have you done ice baths before that day?
Like at home, just like fucking setting up my own, dropping ice bags into my bathtub and sitting in there. But never really a professional one. That place is amazing.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to going back there. I'm going back 2 days earlier than the UFC was gonna have me fly out, just to finish my weight cut and already be in place for everything. Before my last fight with Avery for the Cage Titans middleweight title, that fight was at 185. I was up to, at one point before that fight, 207 pounds. And, you know, I was eating whatever I wanted, I was lifting a lot more, and I started leaning out for that fight. I got pretty low. I never gained a lot of weight after that fight at 185. I'm taking care of myself, I'm eating healthy, you know, I don't drink or anything anymore, so my body's just continuing to adjust and like really reap the benefits. I feel like I'm in some of the best shape of my life. So one of the doctors there that we worked with has created this technology, pretty amazing state-of-the-art stuff, but basically it takes your heart rate and by taking the heart rate monitor and he puts a couple things on your head. I don't even know exactly how it works.
Yeah.
He explained it. I took some notes. I'd have to look back at my notes. But basically it tells you how hard you should be training and what capacity you're at physically even mentally, like it has, it reads neurological
Really?
signals, and it tells you. So it tells you what kind of window you're in. It's funny because for a long time I kind of just thought of myself as a fighter, not an athlete. I'm like, oh, I'm just a fighter. Like I like to fight.
I think
But now I'm starting to think like I'm a professional athlete,
Yeah.
and I think more guys are starting to think like that.
I think
She's 2.5.
2.5.
Yeah. To be
What's-
exact.
What's your daughter's name?
Zayla May.
Zayla May.
Yeah. It's with an X. Xayla. I made it up.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You look it up online. There's no no history of it in any baby books or anything like that. Bears are nice to me,
Yeah.
so I don't have to be scared.
No. That's just nice of you, but I just have my shoes off.
Your shoes are off.
Because
But
the rocks will hurt my feet.
the rocks hurt your feet.
No.
They don't.
They're
I came up with Zayla, and her mom, Sky, said we should put a May, Zayla May. So it's Zayla-May. She has no actual middle name. And Zayla May, I decided, means beautiful energy. And she has a lot of energy.
That's awesome.
I don't know where she gets it from, but she, no, she gets it from me and her mom for sure. She's a really good girl. We have a lot of fun. We have a special connection. I've never had a connection with a human like me and her have. No, she doesn't live with me, but I see her often, and the time I'm with her, I don't have the distractions of work. I do train a little bit when I'm up in New Hampshire. I got to get my training in still, so I'll tell my mom. I'll be like, "Hey, can you watch Zayla for a little bit?" And my mom will start watching her, and then my daughter will be like, "I want to work out with you."
That's cool.
And so she'll come out and she'll like just watch me work out. She'll stare at me while I jump rope and shadow box and shit. Ask me questions.
Now, are you not up there because of training here?
Grew up in New Hampshire. I like New Hampshire, but it's just not where I want to be. I like being in the city. I like the busyness of it, and I just feel like there's a lot more opportunity down here for me. So I stay here, and I'm not far away. I would never move further.
Yeah.
I would never, if I was just a single guy and I didn't have a daughter to look out for, maybe I'd be out in California or somewhere else traveling the world.
Yeah.
So, which is fine. I can do that when I get older.
Right.
I haven't lost my opportunity to do those things, but for now I'm going to be around, and be a good dad is one of the most important things to me. I want to be a good dad, be a good fighter, and make a bunch of fucking money. Those are my 3 main objectives at this time in my life. So, trying to find balance and just working them on them all.
What's going on, Combat Sports Nation? This is Sean, wanting to say thank you for following along with our Dana White Contender Series Countdown with Sean Lally. Episode 1, Part 2 will be out, so go to YouTube, Combat Sports Nation, and subscribe, as well as follow us on social media.